Hello everyone, and you're all very welcome to this week's Lockdown with Matt Gilsonan, who's going to sing some songs, and me, Michael Farry, who'll read some poems. I hope you've had a good week. Restrictions are slowly being eased, everyone's still very careful, and it looks good. Last Saturday, the 13th of June, was the birthday of W.B. Yeats, and they celebrated Yeats Day in Sligo. Of course, this year I couldn't go down, and most of the events happened on the internet. But I'm going to celebrate it here now with you by reading some Yeats poems today. And the first one I'm going to read is an old favourite from school days. It's called The Ballad of Father Gilligan. The old priest Peter Gilligan was weary night and day, for half his flock were in their beds, or under green sods lay. Once, while he nodded on a chair at the moth hour of eve, another poor man sent for him, and he began to grieve. I have no rest, nor joy, nor peace, for people die and die. And after cried he, God forgive, my body spoke, not I. He knelt, and leaning on his chair, he prayed and fell asleep. And the moth hour went from the fields, and stars began to peep. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind. And God covered the world with shade, and whispered to mankind. Upon the time of sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. Mavrone, Mavrone, the man has died, while I slept on the chair. He roused his horse out of its sleep, and rode with little care. He rode now as he never rode, by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again? And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed to and fro. When you were gone, he turned and died as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. He who hath made the night of stars, for souls who tire and bleed, sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. He who is wrapped in purple robes with planets in his care, had pity on the least of things, asleep upon a chair. So that's the old priest Peter Gilligan. And now we have another special treat for you. Matt is going to sing a Percy French medley. And this is from the 80s in Arizona with the Scottsdale Symphony Orchestra. So you're going to enjoy this.
I know that the darling's name is, through the barony her features they were famous. If we loved her, who was there to blame us? For wasn't she the bride of Petrol? But her beauty made us all so shy, not a man could look her in the eye. Boys, oh boys, sure that's the reason why we're in mourning for the bride of Petrol. Eileen, oh, me heart it's grown grey, ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the say, but there's no one like the bride of Petrol. Friday at the fair in Ballintubber, I met McGrath the cattle jobber. I'd like to lay me mark upon the robber, for he stole away the bride of Petrol. He never seemed to see the girl at all, even when she ogled him underneath her shawl. Looking big and masterful when she was looking small, was provoking for the bride of Petrol. wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's no one like the private petrol. You've heard of Julius Caesar and of great Napoleon too, and how the Cork militia beat the Turks at Waterloo. But there's a page of glory that as yet remains uncut, and that's the warlike story of the Slattery mounted foot. The Scotland War was organised by Slattery's and the son, a noble-minded poacher with a double-breasted gun. And many a head was open, aye, and many an eye was shut, when learning to manoeuvre in Slattery's mounted foot. As down from the mountains came the squadrons and tools, 24 fighting men and a couple of stout souls. While going into action, held each musket by the butt, we sang a song and marched along with Slattery's mounted foot. At first we reconnoitred round the Sullivan shebeen. It used to be the shop house, but he called it the canteen. And there we saw a notice which the bravest hearts unnerved: all liquor must be settled for before the drink is served. So on we marched, and soon again each warrior's heart grew pale, for rising high in front of us we saw the county jail. And when the army faced about, was just in time to find a couple of stout policemen had surrounded us behind. Down from the mountains came the squadrons and the tools, 24 fighting men and a couple of stout bassoons. While going into action, held each musket by the butt, we sang a song and marched along with Slattery's mounted foot.
Thank you, Matt. That was lovely. Now a short poem by Yeats called He Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, inwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. Yeah, that's a nice poem. Okay, and here we have Matt again to sing another song.
Our mum, kept boarders in our house many years ago when we were kids growing up. And during one of those times, probably in the 1940s, a gentleman called Pat Cullen was one of the guests, and he was employed in Trim working on a project in the B&I out at Carlstown. But Pat used to retreat to his room at night and take his fiddle out and play tunes for his own enjoyment. But she's my late sister now, Mary, and I used to go up to what we called the end room and stand in the corridor outside and listen to Pat playing his violin. Fiddle, really, I think is the correct tune or correct name. It's a fiddle when it's played like this. It's a violin when it's played in an orchestra. Would that be right? Anyway, one of the airs he played was, I didn't know it at the time, and several years later I discovered it had a name. It became known as the old refrain or Diolier. I ofttimes think of home, Diolier, when I am all alone and far away. I sing an old refrain, Diolier, for it recalls to me a bygone day. It takes me back again to meadows fair, where sunlight's golden rays beam everywhere. My childhood joys again come back to me, my mother's face in fancy too I see. It was my mother taught me how to sing, and to that memory my heart will cling. I'm never sad and lone while on my way, as long as I can sing Deolie. Though years have passed and gone, Deolie, and though my heart is young, my head is grey, yet still the echoes ring, Deolie, and dear old memories forever stay. This song will bring me visions full of light, and sweetest dreams throughout the darkest night. Of all that life can give, this song is best. I'll take it with me when I go to rest. And when at last my journey here is o'er, 'twill ring more joyfully than e'er before. For up to heaven I will take my lay. The angels too will sing Deolie. The old refrain, or Deolie, to the memory of the late Pat Cullen. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. And I'm going to finish this week with this poem by William Butler Yeats, The Fiddler of Dooney. When I play on my fiddle at Dooney, folk dance like a wave of the sea. My cousin is priest in Kilvarnet, my brother in Moharabuoy. I passed my brother and cousin, they read in their books of prayer. I read in my book of songs I bought at the Sligo Fair. When we come at the end of time to Peter sitting in state, he will smile on the three old spirits, but call me first through the gate. For the good are always the merry, save by an evil chance, and the merry love the fiddle, and the merry love to dance. And when the folk there spy me, they will all come up to me, with "Here is the fiddler of Dooney," and dance like a wave of the sea. Thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed all that. I hope you have a very, very good week, and we look forward to seeing you next week, and we also look forward to very soon being able to visit you in the home. So take care. God bless. Bye bye.